Hey everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel for a very awkward angle. I've practiced meditation for several years now. I've tried so many different kinds. I've done a meditation course, I've been to a meditation workshop. I am technically a meditation practitioner. I'm not actively holding a group right now, but I have done in the past. And I've also done a lot of reading into ADHD and meditation and all kinds of things like that. So I feel like I have a few things that I'd like to share, especially with the ADHD community, who might struggle to actually get in their meditation practice, which can be super beneficial. And I will declare that I am not perfect. I can go weeks without meditating. So I just want to first start with not being so hard on yourself if you don't do it. It's our nature to do things one day and then not the next, become really passionate about something and then just stop doing it. So that's my first little tip. So what I would recommend is to begin, and this is just a recommendation, you can do whatever you want obviously, but I would recommend beginning with an app like Insight Timer, or maybe just through YouTube, or finding some guided meditations you can download or stream and checking those out first. I think to get yourself into a meditative state, it can be quite difficult when you're first starting out not to do it guided, especially when you have so many different thoughts going through your head. And I would recommend doing it in the evening or just before bedtime, or you get in bed and then you put your app on and then you go through the meditation then. So what I really like is Yoga Nidra, and I actually found out about Yoga Nidra through my yoga class. But at the end of the yoga practice, the body wants to rest. It wants to restore itself, I guess. And so what was created is called yogic sleep, also known more known as Yoga Nidra, and it's incredibly amazing. And if you can go to a class where they do it, I would highly recommend that. But it just relaxes you into such a state I think is ideal for the ADHD brain. And this is why I think that it puts you in such a relaxed state by going through a body scan kind of thing. And it's amazing how much your body parts will start to relax when you're doing this. When you're focusing on one part, it starts to relax. And there's a part where you can set an intention. There's different kinds of stages of Yoga Nidra, but most of them will have what they call a visualization, and it will take you, when you're in this, it will put you into this state of mind, and then it will allow you to you'll be guided to visualize. And I think people with ADHD often have a really active brain, a very image-based brain as well. I find it really relaxing and really I think maybe, I'm not entirely sure, to be honest, why exactly the visualization part is really appealing to me. When you hear it's going to be a visualization, you just think, oh, okay, it's just walking on the beach or whatever. But actually there's a lot more to it than that, and it can be actually really lovely. It's like dreaming. And so Yoga Nidra is something really amazing, I think, as well, because it not only relaxes you incredibly, but it also, and it's been said to basically that 1 hour of Yoga Nidra is like having 4 hours of sleep. So it can be really restorative. Really recommend it if you're, it's your weekend perhaps and you're really tired, or you've had a really busy day at work, you haven't had enough sleep recently. Try out a Yoga Nidra. I think it would be really beneficial to you. And the last thing that I want to mention is about your position while you're meditating. So I find personally that the lotus position is not one that I can actually get into physically, but also just sitting cross-legged then, shall we say. When you're sitting cross-legged and you've got your back straight, my back starts to ache, it can be uncomfortable and you get distracted by how uncomfortable it is. So what I really recommend you do is get as comfortable as possible. And I think that's the best way to start meditating, unless you have this intent in mind and this purpose and you're putting meaning into the way you're sitting. That's a bit different. But if you're just starting out meditating, or you find it difficult to get into a meditative state, or you find it difficult just to get yourself to meditate, make it something really enjoyable. And so, get blankets. If it's in the evening, you can like turn out the light, put some candles on maybe, lay down in your bed if you want to, sit in a chair, however you want to do it. Be as comfortable as possible. It was shared with me in a workshop that I went to, and I thought it was a really great tip, and especially for neurodivergent people, so I really wanted to share that. I also find that just being out in nature is a meditation in itself. Just going for a walk by yourself, surrounded by preferably trees, which is my preferred thing. Just having a gentle stroll and just listening to all the sounds around you. Perhaps taking a seat in a tree if you're a bit weird like me, and just listening to everything around you. Have something there happening that you can focus your attention more on, can just really relax you. And nature in particular is one of my favourite ways to kind of experience a meditation without actually really meditating as such. Not only is your surroundings incredibly beautiful to look at, so are the sounds and even the smells, and just even the things you touch can be really nice. And that's why I really recommend forest bathing as well. If you haven't heard about that, I recommend you look that up. So I hope that you found some of these tips helpful. Let me know if you have any more in the comments down below, and I will see you again in another video.